very important to have a balanced budget. It protects our top AAA credit rating. It increases the confidence of investors and consumers, which means more money will be invested in job-creating companies and more consumption will occur as well. It means we're ready in the event of an unavoidable or unexpected international shock, like the dramatic decline in the price of oil. And it also means we're fair to our children and our grandchildren by not passing on our debt to them. Well, we're introducing balanced budget legislation to provide some discipline to the process. You know, it's one thing to confront a crisis and to take extraordinary stimulus measures to make sure Canadians are employed and businesses keep driving the economy. But in normal economic times, what we don't want to do is create massive deficits, structural commitments that will drive us into economic decline over a long period of time. So this is a budget that will assure long-term prosperity and security for Canadians now and for future generations. Well, overwhelmingly, it's the lower and middle-class families that benefit. As an example, our family benefit program will benefit lower and middle-income Canadians to the extent of 2/3 of the benefits. And in fact, 25% of the benefits will go to families earning less than $30,000 a year. The TFSA, the tax-free savings account, again, overwhelmingly benefits lower income families. 60% of those who've maxed out on their TFSA contributions earning less than $60,000 a year. And of all the contributors, 75% of them earning less than $75,000 a year. So this is a very progressive measure, and it's a measure which will be very balanced, not only fiscally balanced, but balanced in terms of the benefits it achieves for Canadians right across the country and from all walks of life. This budget will focus a great deal on families. As you know, the Prime Minister recently announced a major enhancement of the family benefit package. What he did was increase the universal child care benefit from $100 a month to $160 a month for families with children under 6 years old, and we added $60 a month for every family with children between 6 and 17. The package also includes a tax measure which will provide equality in tax treatment up to a $2,000 limit for families in which one member is earning a lot more than another member to try to equalize the tax paid compared to another family where the two are earning the same or in the same tax bracket. There's also been a doubling of the fitness tax credit and an increase, a substantial increase in the child care expense. So these are very family-oriented measures. As well, the significant increase in the tax-free savings account from $5,500 to $10,000 a year will provide an important measure for savings for families right across the country. Well, the budget will increase some of the important measures that we've taken to benefit seniors since we came into office. One specific measure, which is perhaps the measure that I have most been approached about, is to reduce the obligatory amount that people have to take out of their registered retirement income fund, their RIFs. And we're going to make it more flexible. We're going to provide more choice. For example, for someone of 85 years old, they'll be able to retain 1/3 more of the money in their savings account than they would under the current rules. As you know, Jim Flaherty was very much focused on this issue, and he provided a really important series of initiatives for disabled persons, and we're going to continue in that vein. I mean, one important initiative relates to our home accessibility credit. We are going to be able to provide an opportunity for people with disabilities under the home accessibility program to make the changes they need to make their homes more accessible and more functional so that they can stay in their homes longer than they otherwise would. When a member of one's family becomes gravely ill, it's really important for people to be able to focus on what matters most. And so we're going to extend the EI Compassionate Care Benefit Program from 6 weeks, 6 months, so that people will have the opportunity to continue to collect EI payments while they're taking care of a loved one. Well, of course, the youth are the future of the country, and that's why this government has devoted significant investment in this area. We're going to be providing an opportunity for students to attract loans for short duration programs. We have more money available for grads, for some of the best and brightest students to pursue their careers. We're providing money for students who want to become entrepreneurs, and we're providing more skills training so that those who want to get into the Red Seal trades will have an opportunity to do that in an affordable way. One of the very significant initiatives is to bring down small business tax rates. We've already brought them to 11%, and we intend, starting next year, to bring them down to 9% over a 4-year period. Small businesses represent 50% of employment in the private sector. And so the opportunity for them to keep more money, to grow, to expand, to hire people is a very important initiative, and it was the big ask of the Canadian Federation of Independent Business, which represents some 900,000 businesses. This is going to advantage about 700,000 small businesses in this country. It's the largest and longest infrastructure program in the history of Canada, $75 billion, of which $53 billion will go to infrastructure at the request of the provinces and municipalities. So this is unprecedented support, but we're going to do more. And in the budget, we've announced that we will create a transit fund which will address the issues of traffic congestion in the major cities. That amount will grow in the next few years to $1 billion each and every year going forward. And it'll be available at the request of municipalities based on merit to deal with the issue of traffic congestion right across the country.